Picture this. You've just finished dinner, a beautiful, healthy meal. A little spinach, some broccoli, maybe a fresh salad with olive oil and lemon. You go to bed feeling proud. You've done everything right. But then, in the middle of the night, you wake up feeling off. Your arm tingles. Your head feels light. Words come out slower than usual. You think, how could this happen? I eat healthy. I take care of myself. And here's the truth. The same foods that once protected your heart at 40 can quietly challenge it at 70. Not because the food changed, but because your body did. I'm Dr. William Harris, and today, I want to help you understand something that surprises many of my older patients. Even the healthiest vegetables can behave differently after 60. And in certain situations, they can raise your stroke risk overnight. Now, before we continue, this video is for educational purposes only. Please always consult your doctor or healthcare professional before making any dietary or lifestyle changes. This isn't a list to make you fear food. It's a guide to understand your aging body, so you can keep eating well, safely, and with confidence. Because when you know why something affects you, you're no longer afraid of it. You're in control. So let's talk about 7 vegetables that can quietly raise stroke risk in older adults. And, more importantly, how to keep enjoying them wisely. Let me start with a story. A few years ago, I met Mary, a 68-year-old retired teacher. She came to see me after an unsettling night. She'd woken up dizzy, her speech a little slurred. Thankfully, it wasn't a major stroke. But it was a warning sign. Mary was doing everything right. She didn't smoke, walked daily, and ate what she thought was the perfect diet. Spinach smoothies in the morning, garlic with every meal, and a light salad before bed. But here's what we discovered. Her nighttime healthy habits were backfiring. The spinach she loved was high in oxalates, compounds that can build up when kidney function slows. The garlic supplements she added for heart health were thinning her blood too much alongside her medication. And that late-night romaine salad? It was dehydrating her body just before sleep, when circulation naturally slows. She didn't need fewer vegetables, she needed a different rhythm. Here's the thing most people don't realize. After 60, your body becomes more like a fine instrument. It still plays beautifully, but it needs gentler care, better timing, and a little tuning. Your kidneys filter more slowly. Your blood vessels lose a bit of their elasticity. Your medication sensitivity increases. And your hydration signals become weaker, meaning you can be mildly dehydrated without feeling thirsty. All of that changes how food, even healthy food, behaves inside you. When you're younger, your body forgives. After 60, it whispers first, then warns. That's why I tell my patients, listen to your plate. It's talking to you. So let's explore the 7 most common vegetables that can quietly raise stroke risk. Not because they're bad foods, but because your body now needs a wiser partnership with them. And as we go, I'll show you how small tweaks, timing, hydration, pairing, can make these same foods your allies again. We'll group these into 3 categories, because once you understand the why, you'll never need to memorize lists again. Category 1. Oxalate builders, spinach and beets. Let's start with spinach, nature's green powerhouse, rich in iron, magnesium, and antioxidants. But spinach also contains oxalates, natural plant compounds that bind with calcium. When you're younger, your kidneys easily flush these out. After 60, slower filtration and calcium supplements can cause those oxalates to form tiny crystals that irritate blood vessels, like grains of sand inside narrow pipes. Over time, that can reduce blood flow to the brain. The fix: eat spinach earlier in the day, breakfast or lunch. Avoid pairing it with calcium or vitamin D supplements. Steam or cook spinach to reduce oxalate load. Drink a glass of water after meals that include it. Think of it as giving your kidneys a head start, not a midnight assignment. Beets fall in this group too. Their deep color signals nitrates, which can support blood flow. But in excess, especially alongside blood pressure meds, they can lower pressure too far overnight. Tip: enjoy beets during active hours, not bedtime. Category 2. Medication interactors, broccoli, garlic, and onions. These are some of the healthiest foods known to humanity. Yet they share one thing in common. They interact with blood flow and clotting. Broccoli is rich in vitamin K, crucial for proper clotting. But for those on blood thinners like warfarin or Plavix, large swings in vitamin K intake can unbalance your dosage. The rule: be consistent. Eat similar portions weekly instead of bouncing from none to a lot. Your doctor adjusts medication based on your usual intake. Consistency keeps that balance steady. Garlic is nature's aspirin. Its sulfur compounds thin the blood and reduce inflammation. That's wonderful, unless you're already taking a prescription blood thinner. I once treated a patient whose gums bled easily and bruises appeared overnight, all because he added garlic capsules to his regular aspirin routine. The fix: use garlic as flavor, not a supplement, unless your doctor advises it. Cook it. Heat softens its potency. Watch for signs your blood may be too thin: fatigue, easy bruising, or nosebleeds. Onions. Onions contain quercetin, which relaxes blood vessels and lowers pressure. But when combined with hypertension medication, this can lead to dips too low, causing dizziness or fainting, especially at night. The balance: eat onions cooked, not raw, to reduce strength. Avoid onion-heavy dinners before bed. Stay hydrated. Dehydration magnifies drops in pressure. Again, the goal isn't avoidance, it's harmony. Category 3. Hydration and timing. Triggers: romaine, asparagus, tomatoes, corn. This category surprises most people because it's not what these vegetables contain, but when you eat them. Romaine lettuce and asparagus. Both act as natural diuretics. They help your body release water. For younger people, that's harmless. For older adults, especially those on blood pressure or kidney medication, it can mean dehydration while you sleep. When blood thickens overnight, it moves sluggishly. And that sluggish flow is where small clots form. Better timing: eat salads at lunch or early dinner. Avoid heavy greens late at night. If you do eat them in the evening, drink a small glass of water afterward. Asparagus, in particular, is wonderful early in the day. It flushes the system clean, as long as you replenish fluids afterward. Tomatoes. Tomatoes belong to the nightshade family, containing histamines and tyramines, compounds that can cause blood vessel constriction or dilation. If your arteries are already sensitive, these swings can mimic stroke-like symptoms: dizziness, headaches, numbness. Add their acidity, which depletes magnesium and calcium, and your nighttime circulation may struggle to stabilize. Keep enjoying tomatoes, but eat them cooked. Heat lowers reactive compounds and boosts lycopene, the antioxidant. Pair with magnesium-rich foods like pumpkin seeds or leafy greens. Avoid heavy tomato sauces before bed. Corn. A comfort food for many. But nutritionally, corn behaves more like starch than a vegetable. It digests quickly, causing blood sugar spikes and crashes, especially dangerous overnight, when your metabolism slows. Those swings trigger stress hormones like cortisol, tightening blood vessels. Smarter habit: treat corn as a side, not a staple. Pair it with protein or healthy fats to slow absorption. Enjoy it earlier in the day. When you understand timing, hydration, and pairing, even these risky vegetables become gentle again. The key isn't perfection, it's rhythm. Eat in sync with your body's natural cycles: hydration by day, rest by night. When you learn your rhythm, your food stops being random. It becomes medicine. One of the hardest things about aging gracefully is this: you can do everything right and still feel betrayed by your body. I've seen hundreds of patients who followed all the right rules from their 40s and 50s, low fat, lots of veggies, evening salads, only to find those same habits cause problems later. And it's not their fault. The nutritional world rarely talks about context. After 60, your body's systems run on a different clock. Your kidneys clear more slowly. Your hormones that control blood pressure and hydration shift. Your blood vessels, once flexible like garden hoses, stiffen slightly. This means that even water balance, meal timing, or supplement pairing can tip the scale between stable circulation and risk. The real danger isn't vegetables. It's not adapting to the new rules your body quietly writes every decade. So please, don't stop eating these foods out of fear. Instead, start eating them with understanding. Because what truly raises stroke risk isn't a single vegetable, it's unawareness. If your goal is longevity, not just living long but living well, awareness is your greatest medicine. I tell my patients, awareness doesn't restrict you, it frees you. It lets you keep the foods you love without letting them control you. So let's bring this all together. We've covered 7 common vegetables that can raise stroke risk if eaten the wrong way. Spinach and beets. Too many oxalates late in the day. Broccoli, garlic, and onions. Wonderful, but tricky with blood thinners or pressure meds. Romaine, asparagus, tomatoes, corn. Hydration and timing matter more than ever. You don't need to cut them out. You just need to eat with rhythm. The rhythm of your body, your age, and your life. So here's what I suggest you start tomorrow. 1. Eat your greens early. Your digestion and hydration are strongest by day. 2. Stay consistent with medication-sensitive foods. If you love broccoli or garlic, eat them regularly, not randomly. 3. Hydrate gently before bed. A small glass of water keeps your blood moving smoothly overnight. 4. Pair your veggies wisely. Add healthy fats like avocado or olive oil to slow sugar spikes. 5. Talk to your doctor about your routine. Bring your actual eating habits to your next visit. Doctors can only adjust what they know. And perhaps most importantly, forgive yourself for what you didn't know before. You were never wrong for trusting that vegetables were healthy. They are. But wisdom comes when you adapt. When you say, "My body has changed, and now I will eat in harmony with it." That's not giving up control. That's mastery. So, if you're over 60 and love your greens, good. Keep loving them. Just learn their rhythm. Because longevity isn't about eating less, it's about eating smarter. And if you found this helpful, please give this video a like. It helps more seniors discover tools for a healthier, more independent life. Subscribe to stay part of this growing community of wise agers, people who choose knowledge over fear. And share in the comments. Which of these vegetables surprised you the most? Your story might help someone else tonight. I'm Dr. William Harris, reminding you, what you put on your plate today becomes the strength, clarity, and independence you carry into tomorrow. So eat with awareness, rest with gratitude, and live with rhythm. Stay strong, stay vital, and I'll see you in the next video.